Hello, and welcome to the MBM Admin Panel tutorial. To get started, please go to mbmapp.com, enter your email that was provided to you for your username and the password that was provided as well. Go ahead and click Login. Welcome to your admin panel. From the admin panel, there are several options and actions you can perform. Please note, on the top right hand corner will be your profile information. You can edit your profile information and even change to Spanish and log out from this point. We also notate the top navigational bar. This will be your guiding point to everything regarding your event. Let's take a look at the front page of the admin. On the front page of the admin, we will notify you of all your event information. Regarding how many buyers you have registered, how many suppliers you have registered, and how many meetings that you have registered. Please note that the number on the left and the right notate how many attendees and how many individual companies you have registered. We have 32 attendees and 32 companies. On the buyer side, 5 attendees and 5 companies on the supplier side. In regards to the meeting section, we have 2 out of a possible 352 meetings currently scheduled. If we scroll down a little bit, we can see some more information regarding the event, and there's several actions we can perform. We can see the time zone, the event date, how many days until the event, what type of module this event is utilizing. This is a request-based module, so users must send a request and the other user must accept the request for their meetings. We currently have the status for Match All. For this particular event, all buyers and all suppliers are able to see each other. We have the ability to turn on and off registration on the buyer or supplier side. We can turn on the view for the directory on the buyer or supplier side, view matches on buyer and supplier side, and schedule meetings on buyer and supplier side. To change these options, just simply click on the button and verify the change. You may also note that we have a passcode required to register for this event. If you ever need to retrieve this passcode, just copy it here and provide it to your users. If we scroll down, we can see there are several action buttons that we can perform with. The home page will take you to the front page of your event. You can copy and paste the link and provide it to any users. The pre-event section will give you pre-event statistics regarding your event. This will tell you how many users have business categories added, how many users need business opportunities, how many companies have meetings. If I click on the button here, it will show me the companies that currently have meetings, how many companies that do not have meeting, and much more information. I generally like to utilize this as a guide for my matchmaker to see how well we're doing. I'm going to go back to the dashboard and scroll back down. The During Event button takes you to all the information you need to help facilitate your event on site. You can pull tables reports, which tell you how many buyers you have and what tables that they're located in. The table reports business categories does the same, however, it tells you what business categories the buyers have selected, if they selected any. You can pull up a time script in a PDF form that tells you when each meeting starts and ends in your matchmaker. We even have an event timer countdown built inside the platform that will actually count down each meeting time. We have a check-in module that allows you to check in your users. Click on check-ins, search out the user you want. You will load, click on the box, and they are verified checked into the event. From here, you can also bulk print out all the buyers and suppliers' schedules. If you want to bulk print out only the buyers and suppliers that have meetings, the buttons are located for here. We can also see at a glance how many users have been checked into the system. Now I'm going to return to the dashboard. And from here, we're going to go review the buyer and supplier section. For purposes of the demo, I'm going to go under suppliers. Both sides do the same exact things. If I want to manipulate any aspects of my matchmaker or help out some users, I can search them under their appropriate registration type in the search bar over here. And from here, there's several actions I can perform. If I click on the company name, I can look at their company profile. I can see how many business categories they added, any additional questions they may have answered, and any files that they may have uploaded. If I click on the email, it's going to pull up my email and allow me to send a direct email to the user. When meetings are actually scheduled, I'll be able to see how many pending versus confirmed meetings they have. And under actions, there's several things I can perform here. If I click on the pencil icon, it'll reveal a drop-down. From here, I can edit their email if they have an email change. I can edit their profile, add additional information, add more business categories to their profile if needed. I can upload files for them, edit their password if they forgot their password, and even deactivate them from the event. If a user registered under suppliers when they meant to be a buyer, I can actually switch them from this point too. If I click on the two arrows and click on confirm switch to buyer, then they will be sent over to the buyer's registration. Most importantly, you may note the spinning gear right here. If I click on here, it's going to reveal a drop down. I can send out RSVPs to them individually to confirm that they're attending. I can print out their schedule. I can log into their profile as well, but most importantly, I can schedule meetings on their behalf. So I click on matches and schedule. It's going to pull up all their matches. So based off the requirements for this event, everyone matches with everyone. So I should see all my buyers located here. See Office Depot, Accenture, Aflac, etc. From this point, I can go ahead and schedule meetings. Please note you can send a request if you don't want to schedule a meeting outright. The buyer will receive the request and they can choose to accept or decline the request from this. I can also see how many available meetings that they have. So please note the system will not allow you to double book. So it will only display how many meetings are available for both users. So for example, if I had a meeting at 1 o'clock, I will probably only see 10 meeting times available. If I click on the drop down right here, this is where I actually schedule the meeting. But let's say I want to schedule with someone specifically. I can search them out. Clicking in the search bar over here. If they're not there, then I can add a forced match as well. Let's say I'm looking for AT&T. Here we go. From here, I can click on the drop down and scroll through the different meeting times. Simply click on the meeting time you want to add and it will be added to their schedule. From here, I can also see any received requests that they may have received from any buyers, any sent requests that were sent out, any meetings that were actually scheduled, and I can also block times for the users as well. Simply select the time you want to block, click on block time, and now they will not be able to schedule meetings at that time. Please note you may have noticed that the available meeting times have gone down. Now let's take a look at some of the other features that the system provides. I'm going to go back to my dashboard. And I'm going to skip over Manage Events for now and go over to Notifications. From here, there are several actions I can perform. I can view the email queue. This tells you all the emails that have gone out of the system. I can send out RSVPs to my users to confirm that they're attending. I can send out personalized notifications that go out to all users. From here, you can select which user group you want it to go to. Select a template, so if you have a buyer confirmation email you want to push out, we can push these out to the buyers. Click on Email Channel and Send. If you are HTML savvy, then you can create your own email templates. But for now, please provide me with any content that you want to send out to the users. I will create the templates and I can send them out for you. Let's go back to notifications. We do keep a pretty large notification audit into the system, so we can see who sent out messages to which users, if meetings were scheduled, etc. So if you want to take a look at that, you're more than welcome to do so. We can even post message dashboards from the event organizers to either the buyers or suppliers. These can be personalized notes. These can be just general information on what to expect for the event, with some details on how to schedule meetings, etc. So if you want something created for that, it does require some HTML. Please let me know what verbiage you want to be displayed on the dashboard, and I'll go ahead and create it. Next, we're going to go over to the report section. So I'm going to click on reports and go to Excel reports. From here, there's several reports I can create from the buyers and suppliers perspective. So if I want to know company name, first and last name of the attendee, and I want to organize by company name, I can go ahead and export an Excel report. If I want similar information from the suppliers, I want company name, except I want states. I want to know the last time the suppliers have logged in, first, last name, etc., revenue. Any questions essentially that we ask the buyers or suppliers, we're able to pull it out in comprehensive Excel reports. Organize it by company name, export the report, and you're good to go. There's other reportings that we do have the capabilities of doing. So for example, I can pull a matches report from the buyer or supplier point of view. Once meetings are being scheduled, I can pull up a meetings report. This tells me who is meeting with who at what time. If I would like to see the business category selected from the buyers and suppliers, I can pull that up as a report too. So utilize this to kind of gauge your matchmaker and see where you are with everything. You can even utilize this and come back later on past your matchmaker, pull these reports for market research for future events. Next, I'm going to click on the My Events section. This will allow me to switch between event to event. So click on here. With your profiles and your admins, you should only have one other event, but if you don't, you can simply just search out the event's name from the portal here. So if I click on MBE presentations, it's going to pull up the MBE presentation platform. To highlight this event and make it active, click on the star. And now the MBE presentation platform is currently active on my admin. So utilize that to switch from event to event. This now concludes our admin tutorial. If you do have any questions, please contact me at jeff@mybusinessmatches.com, and I will be more than happy to answer them for you. Thank you very much. Have a great day.